Is Prison Architect 2 better than Prison Architect? Is going 3D the way forward, or does the art style lose its charm and the reason we fell in love with Prison Architect in the first place? What is new in the game, what remains the same, and what is missing? My name's Gemma, enjoy the video. Prison Architect, a game that captivated audience with its unique blend of strategy, simulation and dark humour, has returned with a sequel. The transition from 2D to 3D is undoubtedly one of the biggest changes in Prison Architect 2. Along with the fact that we don't have female prisoners, so enjoy this image of Bray working out. It'll probably be the only one you get. While some may argue that the original pixel art style was part of its charm, others may find the shift to 3D refreshing and immersive, allowing for bigger and better designs with more detailed environments. However, there is the risk that the fans will be put off by the new art style and prefer the simplicity of Prison Architect 1. That being said, what is new in Prison Architect 2? Well, first of all, it introduces several new features and improvements with the transition into 3D. This now opens up more possibilities for you as a player, including adding levels to your prison. Each prison will be able to build up to 4 floors, which also includes the roof. In the beginning, you will only be able to build on the ground floor and the first floor, but you'll be able to unlock more levels through the bureaucracy tab. And for those not familiar with this tab, this is the area where you get to improve and unlock new features for your prison. With new construction tools, players can create truly unique prisons, like adding walkways. Walkways are a great tool to connect buildings, making it easier for your staff and inmates to get from one building to the next. You can also add balconies or turn walkways into guard towers, opening up many more possibilities to keep your prison safe and secure. But walkways are not the only new feature. You can now use the gap tool to cut out entire floor sections, meaning you can see the inmates on the floor below, giving your guards some great advantage points. Another feature that is new in Prison Architect 2 is the personal relationships, with inmates spending a significant time together during activities like showering, eating, or hanging out in the yard. Prisoners will now form opinions of the inmates they interact with. These relationships can range from best friend, close friend and acquaintances, to rivals and enemies, which adds another layer of gameplay for you to monitor. Maintaining order and safety is critical in your prisons. To prevent any risks, it is important to ensure that rivals and enemies are kept apart. This will prevent any potential conflicts that may lead to a riot. It's also important to keep a watchful eyes on close friendships, as they may lead to mischief. Additionally, you can now add an intake section to your prison to manage the inflow of inmates. This area is designated so the bus driver knows where to drop your inmates off, instead of letting them stand about in the delivery bays. You can also deploy a staff member to greet your inmates and give them a friendly welcome. Or, if necessary, give them a search to make sure that they're not trying to smuggle anything in they shouldn't be. It's your prison after all, and how you play is entirely up to you. But if you are a new player and want to learn more about how to run your prison, then let's check out the career mode. This is a great place for you to start. You get to visit various locations and put your problem solving skills to the test with different scenarios. Each scenario presents a unique challenge and it's up to you to fix the issues. As you complete each scenario, you will earn money and unlock new sections of the bureaucracy tab, allowing you to use the money from each scenario to build your own prison empire. Despite the shift in art style and adding new features, Prison Architect 2 stays true to the core gameplay mechanics. Players still manage every aspect of a prison, from layout and construction to staff management and inmate control. The game retains its humour and moral dilemmas, challenging players to balance profitability with ethical considerations. Fans of the original game will find familiarity in the gameplay loop while enjoying the new enhancements the game has to offer. If you are a fan of Prison Architect, you may notice that some of the original features are missing. For instance, the planning tool isn't available. If you really love planning out your prison, then this option unfortunately won't be available when the game is released, unless you put the game on pause, which is not ideal. Also, the game won't have female prisoners, gangs or death row once it is first released, but they might add it later on or through additional updates or DLCs. It's hard to say whether Prison Architect 2 2 will capture the same atmosphere as its predecessor. However, the game comes packed full with new features and improvements that make a fresh and excited take on the franchise. While it remains to be seen whether the game can surpass the legacy of its predecessor, I certainly am looking forward to it.